getting you in how to use court mandated services. Brazil and travel the world and do what you want to do and have some freedom. Well, I set my psychology today profile link. If you want to learn how to do the same and get more private pay clients, click the link below and let's help you get started. The hacks I use to travel the world, gain freedom, and make the money that I deserve. Let's get it.
In the next few minutes, I'm going to go over how you can attract more clients to your private practice on Psychology Today. Whether you're a social worker, counselor, psychologist, or therapist, I have personally created a 2-hour step-by-step course on how you can market your private practice using a Psychology Today profile. Now, I'm about to share with you how you can craft your profile so that you can stand out amongst other therapists. Number one, you need to understand how Psychology Today's direct insight works when trying to market your practice. Number two, you need to edit your profile so that you are speaking directly to your ideal client. Identify their specific pain points and what their hooks are when it comes to getting help. And number three, you need to understand how to track your profile's performance over time. With this Ultimate Psychology Today profile course, I will be teaching you how you can craft your personal statement, help you implement tactics on improving your profile's visibility, and offer suggestions on how you can stand out from other therapists, especially if you're in a saturated and competitive market. I would encourage you and I would invite you to click on the Enroll Now button located below and on top of this video.
My experience with Psychology Today lately has not been that great, to the point where I haven't thought it was actually worth my time, my energy, or my money. I considered canceling several times. I would look at my financial statements and just say, this isn't worth it.
I've had a profile for a while, I would say probably a little over a year, and I've managed to get a few clients, but probably not as many as I would have liked.
I was maybe getting 2 referrals a month. Sometimes I used to get 5, 6 calls a week, and then sometimes I would get no calls. So recently, I haven't been getting as many calls as I used to. By taking the course, I saw some things I should probably, change.
This course really felt like from beginning to end, A to Z, excellence. If you plan to use Psychology Today as part of your marketing strategy, I am comfortable saying that this course is a must.
2 weeks, I think I had 6 new clients. Since taking the course, I see even more gaps in my profile. I'm really excited to take the new information, apply it to my profile, and get even more traction.
It's going to help increase our visibility, increase the number of clients who reach out to us. This course flattened the learning curve and made a lot of things that otherwise you'll figure out in bits and pieces, puts a lot of things together up front and serves it to you on a platter. It was very well put together and puts everything in one nice, concise package.
There was no fluff. I felt like the videos were all full of quality material.
I liked the way Omar talked about discovering and listing and writing about your specialties.
This is an invaluable opportunity that will enhance your client referral. So do it. It's your business. You have to invest in your business. Look at it as a tax write-off, but you will not regret this course.
My name is Brittany Lawless Tolar. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I've been working in the field of addiction treatment for 12 plus years. I got my SAP certification about 2 years ago and haven't really figured out how to use it yet. I was interested in Derek Collins. I began to do coaching with Derek, trying to figure out how to integrate SAP assessment into my practice. With my one coaching call with Derek, I've been able to generate about $600 on the client that I got within an hour. It has been so encouraging to see these positive results. I've actually had my SAT for over 2 years now. I completed it back in 2022 and have met with other professionals to understand their experience, to see how they were building their SAT addition to their private practice. And I have not seen any results as quickly as I've seen with working with Derek, and how thorough he was with how to set up my SAP, how to market my SAP on my Psychology Today and other places. And then it was really cool that after meeting with Derek, he had a call very quickly, reached out to me to observe the assessment, to be able to see in real time how to administer a SAP assessment and how to refer a client for services. And having that follow through with Derek put a lot of things into perspective that I didn't get from other coaching.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Derek Collins with the Diversion, here to show you how to get 6 and 7 figure grants for your court mandated business. Yes, we're talking about big money that will take your business to the next level. So first, I would like you to go to the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. Go on their website, scroll down and look at all of the grants available. And if you download the grant package, you will see that there are 6 and 7 figure grants available for you right now that you can do for your business. How would this change your business? Would this help you make more money? I'm sure you do not want to turn down a 7 figure grant. They have a ton of opportunities right now on their website. So if you like more information like this, that is a game changer for your business and that will help you make 6 and 7 figures, join me for the Court Approved Private Practice Summit on May 11th, 2024. Tap in.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Derek Collins with the Diversion Center here at Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro. If you want to learn how to provide court mandated classes and evaluation, even in Brazil, it doesn't matter where you're at. You can do them in Brazil, you can do them in the United States. As long as you have an internet, laptop, and great connection, you're good to go. So if you want to learn more, contact my team at www.thediversioncenter.com or go to 404-503-8069. We would love to give you the game. Let's do it. Go, baby. Let's see. Here.
What's up, everybody? This is Reggie. I'm so happy to be a part of the Court Mandated Group. I wanted to share with everybody my success. I just made $800 with one client. You heard me right. I'm sitting here in my home office. I run Turning Point Diversion Center in Douglasville, and I have an office in Douglasville. But I made $800 with one client from my home office. I didn't even have to leave the house. And I want to thank Derek Collins. Man, he's the go-to guy. He's got you when it comes to coaching, leading you in how to do court mandated services and how to be successful at doing it. If you have not signed up for any of the coaching packages or any of the training through Diversion Center, what are you waiting for, man? This thing is real, and I'm living proof that it works. I was skeptical for quite some time, but I have evidence in my bank account that this works. Hey, I want to encourage everybody, sign up for every training, whatever Derek has to offer, you want to be able to get in on it. Thanks a lot, guys, and much success to you.
Hey, just want to jump on here real quick. This is Myri Hayes, affectionately known as the Group Home Queen. I do group homes, but I invested in Derek Collins' court mandated training that he gives. I flew me and my behavioral health professional to Georgia. This was probably 2 or 3 years ago. We took the training, came back, didn't implement it. Fast forward till recently, my behavioral health professional shared the same information we learned years ago with a couple of her friends, a married couple. They actually executed, went out, implemented, worked it. Their first check, $14,000. If you work it, it works, okay? If you work it, it works. No ifs, and buts about it.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Derek Collins with the Diversion Center. If you want to learn how to provide court mandated classes, even for Rio de Janeiro, hey, check it out. I'm here to help you out. You want freedom, you want more out of your private practice? Contact me and my team at 404-503-8069, or just go to thediversioncenter.com. Welcome to Rio.
And win, the else because I played and win. But Willie Strong, my name is still fine, I kept playing the thing. When I fail, I will prevail.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Derek Collins with the Diversion Center. This is my wife, Robin Collins, and we're here to show you how you can be a rich therapist, not broke. Hey, live a good life. We're over here on location in Brazil, doing this right now in the sauna, in the spa, right, Robin? How you doing?
I love Brazil, sounds good. Highly recommend.
How do we make this money?
Through court mandated services.
All right, you guys can do it too. You can do it, you can do it too. I'm a substance abuse counselor, she's a substance abuse counselor. We're here to help you make the money, all right? Click the link below, and let's get started today. We party every day. Go. Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Derek Collins with the Diversion Center telling you to join me for the Quarter Proof Private Practice Summit. Yes, if you're ready to ditch insurance panels and you're tired of writing all these notes, you need to join me. I'm going to show you how to work with court mandated clients, providing facets and evaluations. I'm going to give you insight that most people are not going to even tell you about. You know how people gatekeep information? So I'm not going to gatekeep it. I'm going to be your mentor. So sign up today and go VIP because I'm going to give you guys an exclusive chance to get some free giveaways, Amazon gift cards, maybe a scholarship for one of my trainings, something very good that you're gonna like. Contact me, click the link below. Let's get started today.
Dr. Drew here, and I want to give a special shout out to Derek Collins. Derek, thank you for your work you're doing with addicts. It does not go unnoticed. It's hard work. I understand it. But the disease of addiction has taken a little bit of a backseat now because of this other disease that has come to the fore that has made it even more difficult to treat addiction, keeping the environment of care safe and dealing with the infection control demands. But thank you, Derek, for the work you do. It does not go unnoticed. It is difficult work dealing with this illness that is also sometimes fatal. I'm of course talking about addiction, and addiction has a treatment, and the treatment works. And you, Derek, are there advocating on behalf of these patients and delivering that care. And again, thank you.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Yo, 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 who is here? Hey, what's up, y'all? Uh-oh. Hold on. My camera's not on. Hold on, guys. Let me turn my camera on. You see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. There I am. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to tonight's Q&A. I decided to do this last minute. I was bored. I said, let me just do a Q&A, man. I need something to do. I'm trying to get on the treadmill. That's all it is. Trying to stall. That's all I'm doing. Trying to stall, working out. But hey, what's up, you guys? How you guys doing today? Q&A session. Don't be shy. If you have questions, I'm here to answer questions. So just raise your hand virtually or just put your hand up and let's do it. Or if you guys want me to give you guys a speech or something like that, I could do that too. But I don't think you guys want to hear me speak. Yeah.
I have a question.
Let's do it.
Hi, my name is Dr. Wendy Talley. Excuse my look. I am doing a code wash natural hair. Oh. I've been following you for quite some time, and you have been doing some amazing things. And I want to know just how, because court mandating is something that's pretty, it's a very wide target population to serve in various different levels. So what type of courts do you focus on? Do you just more focus on the local courts? Do you do county courts, federal? What makes that determination, or do you just do all of them to help us get into those spaces?
Basically, what I focus on is probation. Probation is the people that send you the clients. So probation, and I really focus on my online presence. If you're going to be 100% honest, that's the big thing. 99% of my clients come from me. They find me online. They find me on Google. They find me on YouTube. They find me, even TikTok. I'm always concerned with my online presence. And then second would be probation. Third would be defense attorneys. So if you focus on those three areas, you'll be fine. And highly recommend you focus. The number one area is your Google presence, because once people can find you on the first page of Google, they call you, they sign up for your services, you're good to go. I don't really focus on court. There's really no need to go to a court at all. You really don't get clients from the court, in my experience. You're going to get them from your online presence and probation officers.
Thank you.
No problem. I guess I ain't the only one bored today, huh? Yeah. I sent this email last minute. I'm like, let's see who shows up.
Yes, hello. I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
And it just really has, I guess it's kind of similar to what you just said, but more of the marketing aspect of things in terms of contacting probation. Is it just something that you just go to them and say, I can do services for, for assessments and that kind of stuff. Can you give me a call? Is that how you do that?
No, basically this is what you do. Number one, you want to establish, once again, your online presence. I cannot stress this enough. If you want to get court mandated clients, you need to advertise your services on your website. So your services like anger management, shoplifting, parenting, domestic violence, whatever classes that you want to offer, you need to make sure that you put those classes on your website. Go on my website, copy what I'm doing. Go to thediversioncenter.com, look at my website, and just mimic what I'm doing, because people do it. That's okay. You want to be findable. If people cannot find you, they cannot pay you. Just that simple. They cannot find you for your services, they cannot pay you. Also, what you can do, you can contact other court mandated providers. For example, I'm not sure what state you're in, but let's say if I was just to get started right now, let's say this is my first time starting my program here in Georgia, I would reach out to DUI schools and say, hey, these are the services that I provide. Matter of fact, they can funnel you clients. I would literally, now this is a pro tip, y'all. I would literally contact every single DUI school that does not provide the services that I provide and let them know that I provide these services. The reason why I say this, because a lot of people that run DWI schools and DUI schools don't provide all the services. They simply only usually provide DUI school and defensive driving. Those are only two services that they provide usually. And they also are court approved, okay? So, and also a lot of the owners are usually not, well, out here, I'm just gonna speak for Georgia. A lot of the owners are not therapists, and they don't offer these other classes. So you can say, hey, you guys can refer me people to provide anger management classes. If somebody needs an anger management class, if they need a domestic violence class, refer them to me. Leave cards, brochures there. You want to go where court mandated clients go. Usually when people have DUIs, they need other services. They might have to take a class called a victim impact panel. That's a class that they may have. Or they might need to get an alcohol and drug evaluation. A lot of DUI schools out here don't offer clinical evaluations. So if you're an evaluator and say, hey, I can provide evaluation services to your DUI school, that is a great option. That's what a lot of people do out here. That's how a lot of people get started. You could reach out to other providers that don't offer the services that you provide. A great way to start is DUI schools and say, hey, I will provide these classes. Or let's say you don't even have an office there, an office on your own. Say, hey, I will offer these classes at your DUI school. And now you have a free office space. You're using their DUI school to teach your classes. Now that can get tricky because things change when money gets involved. But also you want to get with a DUI school that has, how do I say, motion. You want to they have traffic. You want to get connected to a busy DUI school that has a lot of clients, that's well known, that are being funneled. Because you don't want to partner with a DUI school that's not getting any clients, that's struggling, that's barely making it. But you want to get with a well-known DUI school. That is one option. You don't have to go that route. I didn't go that route, but I'm just giving you guys options. Okay. My preference is to build your website presence. When people search for your services online, boom, they find you. If they go into their phone and say, Siri, anger management class near me, boom, your website pops up #1. And then, or on the first page at least, then people will contact you, pay for your services. That is the best way. There are other ways, but the best way, #1 way, is your online presence. Okay. And when you're thinking about online, we're talking about Google, YouTube, TikTok. Those are my top 3. Let them be able to find you, because a lot of providers don't answer their phones. I'm gonna say this over and over again. A lot of providers don't answer their phones. And you want to be that next call that picks up your phone and make sure that you're available. And then also you're findable. You want to be next door to probation, if you can, inside of probation, if you can, or on the same street as probation. And if not, if you can't get it any of those three, you want to be on a main street that everyone knows. Also, do not underestimate the power of street signs. A lot of people sleep on street signs. And what do I mean by that? It's it's political season right now. And if I were you guys, I'd be putting signs everywhere. What do I mean by signs? Those little dollar signs that you can get from these websites, those yard signs, and you create a yard sign that says, it'll be a yellow yard sign, it'd be yellow and black, and it would say anger management classes, and it will have your phone number, and that would be it. I used to get so many clients off those signs, and I would put them in high traffic areas, like in front of Costco, in front of Walmart, and right next to freeway exits. I would put those signs out there. I would even, if you guys are a life coach, I would put that out there, life coaching. Okay, and I would get a lot of people that would come to me for one-on-one classes. And of course, you charge a premium for that. You're not going to charge like $25 for that. You're going to charge like, between $80 and $100 an hour for a private class. Excuse me. Excuse me. And they can use a HSA account if they have it, because some people have the health savings accounts, and then you can run that just like a credit card or debit card, and or cash, whatever you decide to do. But yeah, you got to put yourself out there. And then also be like Better Health. I'll be running radio ads. A lot of people don't realize that Sirius XM, their satellite radio is very cheap. You can run ads on satellite radio for very cheap. A lot of people don't realize that. That's something if you want to do, if you're crazy like me and you just, a super marketer, but that's a great way. Like if I wanted to, here's a hack for you guys. Here's a freebie. If I were you guys, I would well, it all depends on your business model. But let's say you said, you know what, I just want to teach a whole bunch of anger management classes or something like that, something easy. I run ads on Sirius XM, like a channel like Urban View or something like that, and run ads advertising the anger management classes, your virtual anger management classes, because you guys can have them, you guys can get clients nationwide. And no one's doing that, by the way. No one's advertising anger management classes on any radio station. No one's doing it. No one. I've never heard it. And someone would be smart to do it. And a lot of opportunity would come to you if you just advertise on the radio, on a national radio station, advertising virtual classes. Your phone would ring off the hook. But you have to be prepared for it, because I'm letting you guys know, people are going to resonate with anger management. A lot of people are going to need it, and people are going to call you and say, hey, my wife's going to leave me if I don't get some help. And they don't have to be court mandated for you to help them. And you can serve them from anywhere, any state, as long as you have a laptop. And remember, it's not therapy, it's a class. So you don't have to be licensed in these states because it's anger management. So that's a nugget right there. If you guys did that, or let's say you did like a life coaching program, or I just say anger management, that could lead to other stuff, because people will be like, who is this person advertising anger management on Sirius XM? Who is this person doing this? And they might be a leader of an organization, might be a leader of a federal government, and they might want to bring you in for some other stuff. So it's all about leverage, and it's all about how far are you willing to take it, and what you're willing to do, and what you're willing to invest in. Shit, why did I give up that idea? I should have kept that for myself, huh?
No, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. But one other question: do you have any suggestions in terms of platforms to run your classes, your virtual classes? Websites that we can put together and put the class on the website and that kind of thing?
Zoom. You use Zoom.
Zoom, okay.
Yep, Zoom. There you go. And that's a perfect option for you guys that are not licensed or, you know, credentialed. I mean, I'm telling you, I would highly look into it. Especially if you're good. If you're really good, that can blow up your business. Don't do it if you're not good though. But if you're good at what you do, by all means.
All right, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
I have a question, a follow-up question in regards to, you perked my ears up when you said not being licensed, being able to run those anger management courses. Who would you say, or what platform would we use to be able to get certified? Because my understanding, you have to be certified in order to do those. I'm bi-coastal. I'm Georgia, California first, then Georgia. I know Anderson and Anderson does anger management certifications. What is your take on that?
I say get certified by me, Diversion Center. That's what I say. That's my take on that. You don't go to anybody else, you go to me. I'm the guru. They don't even do it. They do. That's what I say. I'm gonna blow my own horn. Diversion Center. And then get some classes under your belt, get good at it, understand it, and get the curriculum, and then do your thing. Absolutely.
I have another question if you don't mind.
Oh, I don't mind. That's why I'm here. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay. So I have a private practice. I have about 10 therapists working for me, and our current target market is government and entertainment. So doing something like this is completely different than what I would normally do and advertise myself and what I'm known for. But this is something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. Well, at least making it part of my private practice and having someone else do it. When it comes to pivoting like that or adding to, and it's because of marketing, because I don't want to completely change people, but just adding this. But these are completely, totally different markets. And sometimes they're actually the same market with my lovely entertainers. Bless their heart. So they have to take anger management course. So when it comes to branding and advertisement, what are your thoughts on that?
I have a whole bunch of thoughts because you said a couple of things that piqued my interest. You said you're in government right now?
Yes, we service government employees, whether we are doing their EAPs, whether we are doing leadership training. I do most of the leadership training. And we also, yeah, those are the two things. And then in entertainment, we do a lot of their critical stress issues. If they're having, one of our biggest markets right now is with Sony. And so they deal with a lot of on-site deaths, as far as overdosing, suicide, things like that. And so we tend to come in because I've trained my staff when it comes to entertainment and being of discretion and sometimes doing little things differently when it comes to them. They're a different type of market, but with the same successful outcome. But at the same time, a lot of times they do need that. Some of my entertainers do need anger management and they want us to do it. And I haven't offered it only because we're not certified. So I want to be able to provide that. But then again, I want to open it up to a whole different market like probation, parole, those folks, defense attorneys who will need that domestic violence.
You're at LCSW?
Yes. And I also has my DSW.
Okay. All right. All right. So you have a huge opportunity. You can do so much. So for example, do they allow you well, not I don't want to say allow. Take that out of my vocabulary. Do you do seminars? Do you do seminars?
I used to, but I've gotten so busy I haven't been able to. They fill up my calendar.
Because one thing you can consider is doing seminars for these employers that you're doing EAP work for, and that can be a huge revenue stream for you for a short period of time. So one of the things that I'm big on is I don't want to spend a lot of my time to make money. My time is more valuable than money. So I would want you to do or consider is, creating a seminar and getting really good at providing anger management services for what your current market right now. If that's what you want to do, then get confident with that, because you might not even want to step into the court mandated arena, because one of the things I talked about in my last VIP day, I said, hey guys, you don't want to have golden handcuffs. And what I mean by golden handcuffs is that you're making money, but you can't enjoy it. You're making money, but you can't go anywhere. You're making money, but you're always stuck at the office because you got this class, or this situation going. So you have to be very strategic or cognizant of what brings you the biggest bang for your buck. Now, because your time is valuable. I don't want you to have all these different classes running and they're really not, how do I say, making an impact. You're just a busy person now. You've created another job for yourself. So if you have these EAP opportunities available, I would consider packaging something to where you might not even be doing the work. You have an intern or someone that's getting supervision by you doing the work, providing. Now they have to be good, by the way, because you got to protect your reputation at all costs. Get someone good that can provide it, and maybe a monthly or even quarterly package for these employers for your EAP services, or even a training, or leverage me somehow where we can come in together. If you don't feel comfortable and you bring me in, and I will do a training together on anger management with the corporations. And then you ask them, hey, do you guys know any other people that would need the service? Because if you're a part of the EAP network, of course, there's other corporations that are using you, and you can get referrals. So you leverage those referrals to provide anger management seminars for all these different companies, and you might charge them 10 grand per seminar, 20 grand. And then you train someone, you get them certified, and then you train someone to actually provide the seminars for you. And then they're going from company to company, providing these anger management seminars, and you're getting the 10K or 20K or whatever that they're paying you for the seminars, and you're not even doing the work.
Right.
So that's how I want you to think when it comes to this, because you're in a particular position that I think was missing with you is, and I don't mean by any offense when I say this, I think it's just you need some confidence to go ahead and step out, or even not even the confidence, someone to say, hey, go do this, and this is how you go do it. You need like a strategy. To someone from the outside looking in and say, hey, go do this. And because you have the expertise, you have the education, you have the background, you just need the strategy. And what I'm saying is, I would pitch them something. You might surprise yourself. I'll be like, hey, here's a $20,000 offer. Here's a $20,000 offer. This is what we're gonna do. We're going to train your team on, let's say, maybe emotional intelligence or anger management, whatever, quarterly, or I don't know, whatever. You got to figure out what your time is worth, and and do something like that. And then if you want to dabble with the anger management stuff, later on with the court stuff, you can. But I think you're in a good space to really blow up your market, especially with the EAP stuff, because corporations, they have money for this.
Yes, they do.
They have a ton of money. And dang, what is that program called? I forgot the name of the program. Maybe it'll come to me later. If it comes to me later, I'll tell you. It's something rewards. Have you heard of it? It's something rewards. It'll come to me later, probably. It's with dang, what is the name of that? Something rewards with corporations. I forgot, something like that with EAPs and stuff, because I was going to get into it for a minute.
One thing I've learned, and actually how I how I got this opportunity was literally was an email. I just fell into it, and then also to manifesting that this is something I've always wanted to do. And what EAPs are doing when the pandemic hit, the corporations are asking for companies. They don't want to have this large list sent out to their individual employees and they got to do all of this calling. They want one, maybe two people that can service that particular location, that particular company. So give you an example like Honda. Honda in the city of Culver City, California, they wanted one person to service that whole building. Now, of course, you're not going to see everybody, but what they're looking at is providing somebody that they can be able to do, have counseling with, talking to, and be that connection between the EAPs. They don't have to call this long list of people. Well, they're doing more of that. Tech companies and all of that, they're preferring one person. So like for me, I'm with Sony Pictures Entertainment. I just started with Culver City, but now they have me for their London, India, and China office. Now I did offer my staff because I can't be everywhere. But you're right. I had to find someone good to do that. And so that's why I trained my staff to be that extension, of me, because Dr. Callie just cannot be everywhere. But I do a lot of their trainings. So EAP is definitely the space to do that because they're hiring one person just for their company.
Yes, we can get super creative with this. And one of the things I also want you to consider is having creating a product.
Okay.
A product that you can sell to them. If you can sell them a physical product that makes sense for them and you, then you're getting a lot of your time back and you're making a profit without you spending a lot of time. If that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
If you want to get in the product game, you want to get in the product game and get out of the service game. That's how you're able to scale. If you can get a product, a physical product or a digital product that you can sell to these corporations, and then they can log in and take your, virtual training or seminars or courses. That could be something that could be a game changer for you if you have something that you can offer like that to these corporations. Because when you said Sony, I'm like, come on now. They're gonna pay you more money.
Yeah, they take very good care of me.
Yeah.
But but what I love about what you're saying right now is that my time, everybody, from the Dr. Tally. And it's, my previous business coach says there's two things that are wrong with you. You're good at what you do and you're good at what you do. You're good at what you do because you're natural and you don't know how to do anything else. You're good at what you do, so everybody wants it. And so you can't spread yourself. And so I'm glad you said what you said, having a physical product, because I do want to actually create training academies where people can actually just log in, here you go, and they can just keep pressing the button. The thing is just finding the right platform. There's so many platforms out there. What, if any, have you suggested? I'll stop for anyone else because I know everybody else has questions.
No, I
This
have
is
a
my last
feeling.
question.
I have a feeling everyone's paying attention to this conversation right here, so we're good. So, one of the things.
Yes, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Yes.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you.
One of the things I think you can consider is finding out what is their pain point. Because what we don't want to do, we do not want to create stuff that they're not asking for and that they don't need. So find their pain point and what they're looking for, and then create a product or service that addresses that pain point. Because we can have an idea of stuff, and then the last thing I want you to do is go create an online course and all this stuff, and then no one buys it or they don't even want it. Find out what's their pain points. What is it? Is it trauma? Is it anger management? Is it emotional intelligence? Is it substance abuse? Is it divorce issues? Is it infidelity? Figure out what it is that they need and then create a product around it and then sell it to them.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if you need help, do you have my email? Just email me.
Is it the email that we get all of them from, or do you have a separate email?
I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, just email me, because like, if you just have a product that they have that they need, you could just send it to them and it's game over. Because they have this money in their budget every year. And they're just like, hey, they might even spend the money and not even use the stuff, but you don't care. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They've done it before. So they've had me create special things for different offices. The India office wanted something completely different. I had to create for that, and they have that. They paid me for that outside of what the EAP was paying me for, because the EAP didn't even offer it. And so it's a way of, how can I be more valuable than the vehicle that I'm actually a part of? So I've been able to do that.
So Wendy, get with me. We can probably do a joint venture. If you're interested in a joint venture, I got a whole bunch of products. I got a whole bunch of services.
Okay.
Leverage me or whatever, or leverage someone else in the group that's here, and then make it happen.
Okay. Thank you. I love collaboration. I love, joint ventures. I just love it. So I will definitely email you.
No problem.
I'm done, everybody. Maybe.
We talking big money, so don't be shy about that.
I hope you have a whole nother question coming up so I can get ready to take notes. I am extremely grateful. This is my first time having to do this, so I don't know what to ask. So listening to y'all is very helpful. And some of my questions that I was thinking that I would have are being answered. So I hope you got 10 more questions.
Hey, Wendy, are you on this right here? I'm gonna put it in the chat real quick.
In my web.
Are you on this platform?
That was my dream before I got my degree. I wanted to go into HR because I used to love the ugly space of corporate America, but I have been able to master a certain type of group of people and they love me. But then I end up going to mental health. But yes, I know very much about them, and especially connected to OSHA and doing those trainings. I haven't thought about it. You just put it back in my face. I still get emails from them. They're awesome.
Okay.
Anyone in this field can dominate that. We're the masters of it.
Yeah, I mean, let's go get it. Come on, Wendy. I mean, let's go get that. Go get your 8 figures.
Yeah, I need to pay for my son's tuition at Morehouse. Okay, so anyone else have questions? I can come up with some other ones.
I just wanted to kind of mention that because I have a prior HR background, my bachelor's is in HR and business management, and my master's is in mental health counseling. But for those that don't know, that's a Society for Human Resource Management.
Yes. I'm registered.
Thank you, because I had big question marks. I wrote it down, but I was gonna go and Google it.
Yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. I should have said something. But yeah. Yeah, that's what this is all about. It's all about us getting information and sharing information, because people just don't do this enough. We have to share.
Would you mind putting that name in the chat for me? I missed a bit of what she said it was called.
Yes, someone put it in the chat. Yes. And when you're dealing with corporations and, government, I mean, that's big money right there. You're getting corporate contracts. That's a whole different playing field. And know that you guys can do it, and you guys are qualified to do it. And trust me, I know people that do it, and I'm like, ain't nothing special. Ain't nothing special.
Derek, I have a question. I think I logged on at the right time. I've had a local, like a little courthouse or a city of faith. It's a little community out here in Texas. and they reached out to me to do a diversion program for teens,
Mhm.
for at-risk teens, and they're meeting, because we have to have it in effect, ready to go by January 1st.
Mhm.
For Texas, right? So there's the smaller counties, they outsource it because they don't have the manpower.
Mhm.
So right now I'm putting together a proposal to meet with them and present it. Do y'all have any suggestions, ideas? I've kind of got some that's been flowing around, and I've been talking to, because that's what I do during the day, is work with at-risk kids. So we've been kind of throwing around some ideas, and then I had another guy reach out to me. You ever heard of Joseph Goldberg? He's out of Florida.
No.
He does high critical divorce cases or whatever, and then they have to have anger management classes for that. And
Yeah.
he reached out to me about referring clients.
You're in an excellent space, Tracy. You should be excited. You should be smiling from ear to ear. You're in a great space. Don't be stressed out about this. One of the things that you can do is say, hey, we're going to create an anger management program. We're going to create a potentially family violence or domestic violence program. We have a substance use program, especially for teens. So the first thing that comes into my mind for teens would be anger management, substance abuse, and even we have a program out here called values clarification. And we have, sorry, I just had a brain fart real quick. Don't be, how do I say, don't be worried. This is a great opportunity. And we have a whole bunch of people in here that you can get a lot of advice from. But I say, have your curriculums that you have in mind that you want to talk about and want to use. Say, hey, I have this curriculum, and this curriculum that I want to use. These are how we're going to run it. We're going to have the classes on these days and these times. And make sure that you get, how do I say, confirmation in writing of how many people that they want to send to you and how much they're going to pay you for it. Very important, because before you decide to do this with, I guess, the court that wants to send you the teenagers, you want to know how many that they're going to send you and how much you're going to get paid per person or for just running the service. If that makes sense, because I want to say this to you from experience. I had a contract with a county, and I'm not going to say their name, but I had a contract with a county for 3 years. And they begged me to work with them, begged me. And I said, okay, we'll do it. I'll work with you guys. And they wanted me to have all the staff. And they were sending me like maybe between 10 to 15 people a month. That was nothing. And they wanted to pay me some chump change for those 10 to 15 people. And I had a 3-year contract with them. I learned from that mistake. So don't make the same mistake that I made. I need you to have guarantees of how much money you're going to get or how many people that they want you to serve. And it needs to work well for you, because they'll beg you and they'll promise you and they say, we need you to have this amount of staff. When I had that contract, what they paid me did not even cover one counselor that I had. Couldn't even pay my one counselor's 2-week salary that I had on my team. And they wanted me to staff it with all these different people. And I'm like, you guys are not even sending me enough. So I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to give you the information on the back end, because we can get really excited about contracts and all this other stuff. And then if you want to make sure that it's beneficial for you before you decide to say yes. So you can say, hey, I got this anger management program. The first thing I'm gonna think of right now for teenagers, anger management, shoplifting, and substance abuse. That would be my top 3 for teenagers. And maybe values clarification or something like that. And you say, hey, I have these curriculums and I have the curriculums. If you need the curriculums, I have them. You know, I have the physical curriculums for all of them. So you say, hey, I'm gonna buy my curriculums from Derek Collins at the Diversion Center. You leverage me. You say, hey, I got his curriculums. We're going to use this, this, and this. and I want you guys to purchase his curriculums for me. We're gonna have the classes on these days. I don't know if you're gonna run them virtually, or you're gonna do them live, or you're gonna do them virtual or live.
Live.
Live, we're gonna do these live classes on Mondays and on let's say Tuesdays and Wednesdays or Thursdays, and run these classes. And just be confident, believe in yourself. You got this. You just gotta believe in yourself and say, hey, I got this. I'm excited about this. And remember, lastly, it is your program. So remember, you dictate your program how you want it. They don't dictate your program. You dictate your program. You create the rules and guidelines, and make sure that you always hold them accountable. Be fair, firm, and consistent with all your clients, and also the people that you're dealing with, so they can trust you. And remember, always remember, it is your program. Don't ever feel like you have to, how do I say, bow down to the powers that be because they're the court or whatever. Remember, it is your program, it's your system, and they're coming to you. So you have all the leverage.
And that's the thing that kind of threw me off when she called me. She was like, we have some money in our budget. She goes, but we would eat up that quick. And I'm like, well, they can do private pay. I'm like, so, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited. It's that cautious excitement. So, because I heard from both of them, so it's just getting all the onboarding and the actual getting the clients. That's and I researched that Joseph Goldberg. I mean, he's legit, because you get people that try to scam or spam you, that, in my opinion, or in my experience. So, I mean, I did my research, so they seem legit. It's just now not the too good to be true, but hey, is it really about to pop off?
Hey, I always think about, people say, what's the worst that can happen? I always think about what's the best that can happen. They mess around and pop off and change your life.
Yeah. What I'm hoping, but I sat through 8 hours of your trainings this morning doing that business. So it's like, and then I jump on here and I see you again. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. You're in a great position.
Thank you.
Just remember that you hold all the cards. Remember that. And it's okay to walk away.
I have a quick question.
Yes, go ahead, Nicole.
Oh,
Hi, thanks. I was just wondering, so I have my private practice, which is insurance-based. I have all my forms, documents, templates, my insurance. I'm planning on running this business under a different LLC or corporation, and I'm wondering, do you create your documents and have attorneys review them? And part two, do you have a specific type of liability insurance? Just trying to keep these two, like sort of my licensing that's strictly private practice, a little bit separate.
No, I do not have attorneys that review my documents, because they're pretty much really simple.
Okay.
It's like, name, what is it? First name, last name, address, phone number, emergency contact, no refund policy. They're very simple assessment forms that we have. Nothing crazy. There's no need to spend money on that or getting an attorney to review these forms. No, no need for that. Most of the stuff you're going to be providing, if it's court mandated, is psychoeducation anyway, not therapy. So you're fine on that end. And as far as insurance, yes, you can have liability insurance. I have insurance, but really, it's not going to be expensive if you get it. A lot of stuff really doesn't even happen in our field. Knock on wood, I've been in business for 12 years. Nothing has ever happened. And I really wouldn't worry about liability per se, because I don't know how you plan to do your program, but we do everything virtual. So clients rarely even see us. They see us in person to come pick up their books or their certificates. Matter of fact, they don't even get their certificates. We email their certificates. So they'll come in and see us for a drug test. And then also, we have cameras in my office. So that deters a lot as well. So, I wouldn't really stress out about liability or things of that nature. Your clients are really trying to get out of trouble. They're not trying to get in more trouble.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Derek, this is Kendra. I couldn't raise my hand, I'm sorry.
It's all good. What's up, Kendra? Let's do it.
Hey, I have a similar situation with Nicole. I have a private practice in Michigan and I have clinicians. And I was wondering, do you do like if a group of us, if I want to train a group of my therapists in anger management, do you have like a group for training certification? Like a group?
How many do you have?
5.
Okay. They would just 5 sign up for the anger management training and do that one-on-one or
Okay.
person by person. Yeah, they would just all sign up.
Okay, so we couldn't do it all together, like
Oh, as a group, like at my office?
well, I mean, I don't know if you do it virtually. I guess this is the first time I'm logging in because I've signed up to get your
Oh,
email today and I'm adding to Zoom, so I don't know how this all works. So
gotcha. Okay. Oh, well, this is a Q&A session. So I do Q&A sessions with people
oh yeah, I
random.
got your email today and I just happened to come home from the office. I said, let me pop on here and see what's going on. Because I've been interested in the anger management, adding that to our practice.
Where do you live?
In Michigan and Alabama.
Okay, so yeah, so uh if your office is in Michigan or Alabama, you could do a couple things. You can, if you wanted to, we have an online course where your clinicians could take the online course on my website, or you guys can hire me to come to your office and train you guys physically. I don't have any problems doing that. Or if I do have a live training at my office and my headquarters, you guys can come to the live training and I'll train you as a group, not a problem.
Are you in Georgia?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay. So I guess I'll have to reach out to you about that. Okay.
Yeah, so either way, we got 3 options. I could come to you, you can come to my headquarters, or you can take the online course.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I think I will be doing something soon, a live training soon at my headquarters. So I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but I'll be doing that pretty soon. I haven't done one in a while.
Okay.
What part of Georgia?
Marietta.
Oh, it's absolutely meant for me to be here today because I am like minutes away from Marietta. So
Yeah,
awesome. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna do what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a 1-day anger management training probably, and then the next day I'm gonna do a shoplifting training. So a shoplifting and a theft addiction training. So Saturday will be probably anger management, and then Sunday will be shoplifting. Live. If you guys are willing to fly out to Marietta and hang out with your boy.
You're about 2 hours from me.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
I'm in Columbus.
Okay, yeah. I want to hear from Miss Veronica. I want to hear some Spanish.
Hi, Derek. I'm so sorry. Me and my husband were just driving home and I peeped at my email and I said, oh man, another Zoom session. And so I just wanted to log on and I'm kind of splitting my time between PA and Florida. So I have a nice gig in Florida and it's doing EAP work, but it's contract work. So I can kind of bill it under a private practice. But I really want to start and grow a private practice in Pennsylvania. I had one previously, but I want to do something virtual. And I don't know if some of the stuff that you're doing can be done virtually. And I'm sorry, I missed most of the beginning.
No, everything that I do can be done virtually. Everything that I do is virtual. That's all I do. Ever since the pandemic, I've been doing virtual services. It's been a game changer. So I don't know if you guys saw my video of me in Brazil and stuff, and in Colombia. I was doing that stuff out there. So as long as you have a laptop, as long as you have a cell phone, you can do it virtual. That's all I do. Literally, we don't see anybody live in person. We do everything on Zoom. So it's a game changer. So I love it, you know. I love it. And then you can serve people from all over the United States. So absolutely, you can do evaluations, classes. And then also if you need somebody to go do a drug test, you just send them somewhere. They don't even have to come to your office. You have a contract with the drug testing lab and say, hey, go to this lab, or say, hey, go to this DUI school and they'll drug test you.
My goal is really to do like the SAP evaluations, to do the drug and alcohol evaluations, just kind of, I don't know how profitable, just mainly doing evals, you know, and not so much, I guess I'm burned out, especially like everywhere that I've been. I feel like I've been in the trenches for so long, being the only bilingual therapist wherever I have gone, and I'm just like fried.
Veronica, I'm over
I
here
missed it.
grabbing my face.
I missed most of it.
I'm grabbing my face right now. Veronica, what's your credential?
I am an LPC. I have my master's, drug and alcohol certification, and I have my SAP.
Hold on, what state are you in?
I'm in PA.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm taking, in September, I'm taking the national counselor exam, because when I was in PA, I took my master's level, CAADC, Certified Advanced Alcohol Drug Counselor test, and they accepted that test for the LPC. Now, if I want to be licensed in any other state, I have to take the national counseling exam. And so I'm going to do that in September. Why are you holding your forehead?
Yeah, I'm holding my forehead because you don't know what you have. You sitting on gold right now. You sitting on gold. Like you want to come work for me? You want to come to Georgia? You want to come work in my office?
But you said I don't have to physically be there, right?
That is insane. All right, I'm not going to do that to you. We get so many calls that need Spanish services. We turn them down all the time. The fact that you're bilingual and that you can speak Spanish, you're LPC, you got all this other stuff behind you, you're sitting on a ton of money right now. Okay, I'll be honest with you. You don't need to work for anyone. Okay, you be working for yourself and making a ton of money. Matter of fact, making probably double or triple what I'm making. Because of the fact that you speak Spanish and you don't have to work hard. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
I'm really putting it out there. I don't know if you're in my program or any of my programs. I'm letting you know you can blow it up. You don't need to get any extra credentials, none of that. Okay? You don't need anything extra. You already have everything you need. Especially if you're doing alcohol and drug evaluations and SAP stuff. I would love to have you at my office. I have a position already waiting for you at my office. But I'm here to tell you, you need to be working for yourself. Okay? But if you don't want to, I have a lovely position for a SAP evaluator at my office. You know, so, but I'm letting you know you don't need that. You can take it and run with it and easily make high 6 figures, if not 7 figures for yourself. Okay. I know you came in there on the end. I've never seen.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'll let you
I think
know.
it happened last week and I was away, and I said, oh
Please.
no, I gotta log in real quick. I gotta try to get this. I don't know if he's gonna let me in.
You could do mental health evaluations. You do alcohol and drug evaluations. You could do them in English and Spanish. You would barely even probably have to even market yourself.
Crazy.
You know, you could do a couple of things as far as marketing. We get so many calls we turn down daily. Yeah. You can, you have a monopoly, just the fact that you speak Spanish. It's a monopoly, they'll all come to you. Especially if you have a decent website and you have some information in Spanish on your website as well. And matter of fact, all you have to do is probably even call probation. It's like, hey, I'm a service provider and I offer Spanish services. Man, they'll probably tackle you. It's like, oh yeah, great. They would love to have you. You'll get flooded. You said you're in PA? Come on, man. You got this. What are you doing now?
So right now, just because of benefits, I work half-time for the Reading Hospital, and it's a specialty clinic, and they allow me to work virtually. It's an HIV clinic. And then the other half-time is I am the EAP counselor for Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. So I'm the only EAP counselor for that hospital.
Gotcha.
And it's a nice little, it's nice, but I do want to do my own thing. Now that one, I have to physically be there.
I say bet on yourself. My honest opinion, I say bet on yourself. Bet on yourself and you'll be happy you did, because there's people that need your services, especially in Spanish, and you have leverage. You're sitting on a pile of gold. Anyone that speaks another language, like especially Spanish, you're sitting on a pile of money. You're sitting on a pile of money, a pile of it. I'm actually happy for you, but you have to go execute. Yeah, shoot. Hey, you're exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, you can. Don't get me started. Have you done any sappy vows?
Yes. I've done sappy vows, I have done drug and alcohol, I have done mental health, and I have done domestic violence.
How long have you been doing sappy vows?
Since 2018.
Okay, since 2018. How much do you charge for them?
I don't do them for myself. I do them for the company that I work for.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. How much are they paying you? You mind me asking? Per sappy vow. Do they pay you per sappy vow?
No, I just get my hourly $80 rate. Oh my gosh. I need your help, Derek. That's why I logged on.
All right, y'all. Whew. All right, Veronica. I'm over here scratching my head. Jesus.
Oh, look at Wendy. Wendy's charging 500 per eval. That's nice. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, Veronica, you need to holler at me.
Okay.
You need to be in my circle. You need to, we got to change this. We got to change this.
Okay.
We don't know what we don't know. And what I'm telling you is you should not be working for anyone. I'm not going to, I could be that bad guy. And I'm tempted to be the bad guy and be like, you know what, Veronica, come work for me. I'll pay you 100 per eval. But that would be raping you. It would be literally raping you. And I'm not going to do that to you. You know? You can, seriously, for those that are in the room that know what I'm talking about, trust me, get with me, sign up for one of my programs, sign up for VIP Day if you get a chance to come to VIP Day. We do another VIP Day. Sign up for Business in a Box. Shoot, buy the VIP Day recording, buy the replay, invest in yourself, take the training. I guarantee you, if you put 80% effort in what I teach you, you'll thank me later. You'll be my next 6-figure, 7-figure award winner. Easy. You should be making 6 figures. If you're not making it already, you should be making 6+ figures, high 6 figures within the next 6 months. I really want you to really get with me because,
Okay.
yeah,
I will.
I mean, 500 a pop. Yeah, there's people in here making 500, and I'll show you how to get even more than that. You guys want to learn how to get more than 500 a pop for your SAP evaluations? Y'all holler at me. Who else? Who else? You got me want to practice my Spanish, you know? See how I'm doing. Necesito ayuda, por favor. What's up? Who else, man? Let me see. Uh-oh, we got some comments in here. Hold on, what they talking about in the comments? What y'all talking about in the comments?
I put in my comment that I have 2 Spanish speaking therapists for my private practice, and I would love for them to be able to get them into your program, get them certified so they can be able to do this. Because my whole thing is that I run the company, I don't actually do the work. I only take care of the C-suite leaders. But I would love for them to be able to do that. So put some more money into their pocketbook. That's my goal.
Wendy, what are their credentials?
They are LCSWs.
Girl, yeah, we can get them. We gonna turn this all
And
the way.
one of them used to be a domestic violence clinical supervisor. She used to run a domestic violence program.
Wendy, me and you need to talk.
Yes.
We seriously need to talk. And then Veronica, we seriously need to talk, for real. Like, one of the reasons why I do this, because I want to expose you guys to some stuff, because I want you guys to literally change your life. One of the things I talk to my clients, I say, we have to design our lives. I don't want to exist. I want to live. It's all about me designing my life and making stuff happen and getting awareness of all these different things and different opportunities available to us. And I'm letting y'all know y'all can do it. Whether it's either the court mandated stuff, it doesn't even have to be court mandated stuff. It could be like some other stuff. I'm letting you guys know you guys can do it. You just need the confidence, and you have to say, hey, even if I don't feel confident, I'm going to do it anyway. Because there's a lot of people out here that's doing stuff and they're not even half as credentialed or talented as you guys. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is motivating me. I need to do this more often. Okay, let me see. I'm over here reading comments. Hold on. All right. Any other questions, y'all? Let's do it. Ask away.
Hey,
Hi, I put it in the chat, but I don't know if you saw it about using non-clinical translators in assessments and evaluations.
Okay. I don't see a problem with it.
Okay.
I don't see a problem with it. There's people that do have a problem with it, but I don't have a problem with it. It's your program. You do what you want to do with it. I tell people all the time, you don't break the law, you break the rules. Don't break the law, break the rules. So I have no problem with it. You guys run your programs how you see fit. It's your program. And don't ask for permission, you ask for forgiveness. Don't ever ask for permission.
All right, thank you.
Uh-oh, okay, Wendy, she did something different with the hair. Okay, I see you. Tracy, you
Watch
I see Tracy, she got DWI something on her thing. Are you at DWI school?
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
my question, I was watching your stuff today, and you were talking about, you kind of were hitting on the SAP, the way to market and all that. So kind of what I've been doing is the DUI schools, and the drug offenders for the court mandated classes here in Texas. But I want to get into the SAP. I took my ADC test, so I'm having trouble navigating like what, because I can get onto the clearinghouse and the NADAC, and right now I'm on the, what is it, the saplist.com, creating a profile, but I'm not sure what all they're gonna want, because it's not, to me, it's not real clear. I may be missing something very simple, but to me, it's not real clear on what, because you're talking today about credentials, what they may ask for. Because I know to belong to NADAC, I think it's like $400 for them to register you as international or something like that. Is that making sense, or is it all over the
So
place?
let me ask you this. Are you a SAP?
That, have I done it? No. Am I working through all the paperwork? Yes.
Okay, so your first step, I recommend that you just go to NADAC.org and take the NADAC.org home study course to qualify as a SAP. I would do their home study course and do that.
I've done that. I've done that, but not through NADAC, through another company.
Oh, okay. Did you take the test and pass it?
Yeah.
Okay, then that means you're a SAP, and then you would register in the clearinghouse, and then you register in saplist.org or
That's
saplist.
what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you register in saplist.com, you're good to go. And then you start providing SAP services. Now, just because that you're on those registries doesn't mean that you're going to get clients.
Right, and that's that whole Google profile thing that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Today. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to learn how to market yourself online so people can find you, because there's thousands of SAP evaluators on that saplist.com website, and then there's ways to be strategic on that website to list your place in certain areas. So yeah, there's a number of different things you can do, but it sounds like to me you are qualified. So if you're a qualified SAP, start providing the services.
But you showed a certificate. You're like, make sure you have this. And I feel like it was like through NADAC or something that they.
Well, the thing I always tell people to go through NADAC, because NADAC has a registry, and then saplist.com has their registry. So I went through another agency like you did, but then I went around and then I took NADAC's test as well, because if you take NADAC's test, you can be listed on their registry. So I thought that was going to make a difference for me. I don't think it really did, but I'm on NADAC's registry, and I'm also on saplist.com. So I took both tests from 2 different agencies. So I'm all about having exposure everywhere online. You guys don't have to do to the extent that I do, but yeah, that's why I say, to go through NADAC, but you're already qualified. You do not have to go through NADAC. You're fine. You don't have to pay that extra money again.
Okay, so I don't have to register through them then?
No.
Like, to get everything?
No, not at all.
Okay, that's where I've been confused. I'm just like, okay, that's kind of the one part. Because I know you talked about here a few weeks ago on one of your trainings I jumped on, you talked about you met your first 8-figure income earner.
Yes.
Okay, I'm nowhere near that. I'm nowhere near that, but I know everybody on here wants to at least be 6 figures.
Okay.
So I'll be knocking on 7's door, but I want to hit 6 first.
Mhm.
But so that's why I'm trying to just make sure I navigate it. And I know, and I heard you all day today. What are we? We're salesmen. What is your favorite website? Fiverr. So but at the same time, still do right because, you know, I don't need these people coming back. So, but now with adults, I'm gonna do everything virtual, but with teens, adolescents, I think I need to do it face to face because otherwise I can't get them to engage. Hell, it's
Gotcha.
hard enough to engage face to face. But okay, but that was, like I said, that's the one thing that's been holding me up is I keep going back and forth and reading, like, okay, I'm missing something, and I know it's something simple, but I was missing something, so, okay.
No,
I'm excited now.
the next step is to advertise your services. You need to advertise your SAP program. That's your next step. You advertise your program on your website, number one, then saplist.com as well. And then any other places that you want to advertise. But that's where you start. Your website, let people know that they can find you in your area. Boom, then saplist.com. Then you might want to add it to Psychology Today as well. And then you turn around and even do some YouTube videos as well.
And what do you recommend as far as Facebook? Because I found a lot of SAP, like, I don't know, pages or whatever. And so what do you think about that advertising with Facebook, with the truck drivers, like within those little communities?
Absolutely. I would go with, I don't do it now, but if I had time to do it, or what you can do, you just get a VA to do it. And have somebody go into those SAP truck driving communities and advertise your services within those groups. Because there's a whole bunch of them. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 different SAP truck driver groups that are looking for SAP friendly jobs. And I would just respond to the comments and answer questions. I don't think they allow you to advertise. Some do, some don't. But if they don't allow you to advertise, just respond to people's questions and say, hey, I'm a SAP evaluator. Do you have any questions? Ask me a question.
Okay. Well, what do you always say? Beg for forgiveness, not permission?
Yeah, ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So real quick, what I want to talk to you real quick, since you brought this up, y'all, I want you guys to have a certain mindset, okay? I want you all to have a mindset of a go-getter. What helps me make the money that I make is this: I'm very tenacious. I'm always responding. I'm always looking at my emails. I'm always looking for opportunities. I'm very, how do I say, driven, but also focused. So I know my mission, I know my plan, I know what I want, and I know I'm looking at the numbers. So I'm looking at my data. Okay, how much money do I have to make to hit, 6 figures? How much money do I need to make to hit 7 figures or whatever? Know exactly what you want to do, how you want to do it, and then pursue it. And don't have any distractions. No distractions, y'all. This is my one thing. This is my jam. Court mandated services. This is all I'm doing. This is all I'm focused on. I do training on the side, but when I'm training is on court mandated stuff. So, when I started, I didn't have anybody to come on and do a Zoom call with me. So I appreciate you guys coming on and meeting with me. Use me and keep on asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Even if you think it's a dumb question, I want you guys to ask it anyway. And I want you guys to build your confidence and build it and then go out and do it and do great things and come back to me and say, hey, Derek, I did it. I did this and did that. Boom, boom, boom. I got this rolling.
Derek, I have a question. So a friend and I are wanting to start this business together. And we live in 2 separate states. She lives in Arizona and I live in Georgia. So we were trying to figure out what it was that we would need to do as far as making sure that I guess maybe we have the credentials to be able to offer these services in 2 different states. Like, how do we need to go about that?
Well, what state are you in?
Georgia.
You're in Georgia.
Yeah, I'm in Georgia and she's in Arizona.
What's your credentials?
Oh, well, my background is in criminal justice.
What do you mean by that? We
I have a bachelor's of in criminal justice.
okay. In Georgia. So are you in Georgia?
Yes, I'm in Georgia and she's in Arizona.
Okay. So what you want to do, if you're in Georgia, you want to set yourself up properly with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. There's really not much you can do right now unless you start getting some certifications under your belt. So,
Oh yeah, I'm already gonna go to your website to be certified. That part is gonna be handled. We just were trying to figure out how to allow for our one business,
mhm.
our services to be offered in two different states. Like how do we do that legally?
You just do it.
Oh, okay.
So let me stop you. Let me stop you because I want to give you the right information. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if you're in Georgia, this is what you do. First, you establish what services that you want to offer. Do you want to offer DUI school, defensive driving? Do you want to do that? Because what you all want to have is you want to have leverage. Okay. Also, you want to decide, do you want to become a domestic violence facilitator or a program? If you want to do that, you have to go through the Georgia Commission on Family Violence to start that process of becoming a certified domestic violence facility to provide those classes. There's women's groups and there's men's groups. And
Okay.
then you go through that process. Now, these processes that I'm talking about are hurdles that you're going to have to jump. They're hoops that you have to jump. It is not an easy process. I'm just going to say that from the beginning. But it's
Okay.
designed that way because it's profitable and it's lucrative if you get in there. So you have to be in it for the long game. You have to understand there's gold at the end of the rainbow because most people will just not even do it because they say it's too much work. Okay. And
Okay.
then the next step would be to become an evaluator. Ideally, for you, I would focus on also becoming a CADC, a CADC2. That would be that's a certified alcohol and drug counselor. I will focus on doing that right now. That would be your primary focus because that's the fastest way to, in my opinion, to get hit your income goals. So it might be a year process before you can even get rolling with your program.
That's fine. And you said it's a certified what again?
A certified alcohol and drug counselor.
Okay.
And then you can go through the training program. There's a training program, allceus.com. They have a substance abuse training program for substance abuse counselors. You can do that. It takes about 6 months to a year to get that done. It's a lot of work, but I had someone that
Okay.
worked for me. They did that program. I'm trying to think of this lady's name. I can't find her information. She's out here in Georgia. But there's a couple trainers as well that train people to get certified in alcohol and drug counseling out here in Georgia. And
Okay.
I would definitely do that first. That would be your first primary goal, unless you're trying to open up a DUI school in Georgia.
No, I'm not gonna limit me. I want all the areas.
Yeah, so you focus on your area. Your classes is what you can advertise nationwide. So you focus on
Okay.
getting your credential. I would focus on getting your alcohol and drug counseling credential first. That would be your first step.
Okay.
Once you get that, the doors will open for you.
Okay.
Hi, Derek.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hi, Derek. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm the friend that she's referring to, the one that's in Arizona. I've been raving about you so much to her. And so so I saw my email today and I sent her the link. I was like, jump on. And so I'm the one that's here in Arizona. I do have a master's in addiction counseling. I never got licensed in the state of Arizona. So you can kind of like ignore the question that I had. I sent a direct message to you asking about me being in Arizona and her being in Georgia. So you kind of already answered that. What would you suggest that I need to do for my part? Because even though I got my master's, when I was doing my practicum for my master's degree, I worked in the treatment center and I was facilitating those groups. So I don't know if I need to get some more credentials
Yeah, you need to
up under my belt as well.
Yeah, I would sit for your exam and get your credential.
I know, I absolutely need to. I need to just go ahead
Yeah,
and do it.
you'll pass it with flying colors. Don't be afraid of that test. It's easy.
Okay. Okay.
Take the test, get your credentials, and make your money.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad at yourself. You're gonna be like, why didn't I take this test a long time ago?
You're probably right. You're probably right. But
You're gonna be kicking yourself.
I'm sure I am, because even when I would go and facilitate those groups, I'm like, I could be doing this because, like yourself, when the pandemic hit, we had to do it all telehealth. So I'm like, I could be doing this for myself instead of working for this company. I could be doing all this for myself right now.
Man.
Bet on myself, right? That's what you say. Bet on myself.
Please bet on yourself.
That's what we're trying to do here. So I appreciate all the information, all the questions, all the responses that came out. Everybody has really given us something to really drive us even further into, making sure we stick to this and keep pushing forward.
Yeah, check this out. We'll spend all this money. We'll invest all this money in our undergraduate degrees and grad school and give them all that student loan money. But then when it comes to our business, we over here acting scared. We scared to bet on ourselves and invest. Man, go ahead and bet on yourself.
That part.
Come on, y'all. Y'all got this. Every time Wendy comes on, her hair different. Boy, I tell you.
I was literally just laughing at the third hairdo for the night.
Wash night. I'm getting my hair braided. Okay, go ahead.
Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah. So what SAP training do I recommend for LPCs? Yes, I would recommend that you become a CEAP first, a CEAP. CEAP, get that credential. And that's with, I forgot. I'm struggling today. Can't think of the name of it, but get your CEAP credential, then become a SAP.
SEEP stands for what?
You could check with EPA too.
Yes, that's who I'm credentialed through, EPA.
Do you mind putting all of this into the chat?
I typed it in there for EPA.
Yeah. Become a CEAP, then become a SAP. That's how you get around that. And then if you're a CEAP, you can do the evaluations nationwide, no matter what, virtually.
Don't they also accept the master's addiction counselor through NEDAC too?
Yep.
That's the route because I'm an LPC, so that's the route I went.
You say that part one more time.
Oh, through NADAC, they have a master's addiction certification that you could qualify to if you are LPC, if you're like a LPC, a LMFT, credentials that's typically not covered under NADAC. I think LMFTs are, but you can go through the route Derek was talking about, getting the certification through addictions, or you can also go through EPA, become a certified EAP. To get those credentials, and those credentials will help you qualify for the SAP certification.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. So you guys get my juices flowing.
Man, Kendra, get him, Kendra. Come on, y'all.
But I will say this, if you don't mind, Derek, because I was just listening to you about the fear, because I was a person that functioned off of fear. I worked for Chrysler for 30 years and, got my degrees, worked for people all that time, and then something clicked. And it's as if I can put 30 years into somebody else's company, why can't I do this now? So in the last, year, I've gotten my MAC, SAP, I've gotten, just all these certifications, and I want to do the anger management with you. And everybody said, well, how many credentials do you need? It's as many as it takes. The train's not going to stop rolling.
Man.
Hey, Derek.
Yes.
This is Wendy Perez.
What's up, Wendy?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. So I've got all those I've LCSW, ACADC, SAP. So I got it all. I just don't know how to do the actual evaluations so that I don't get busted by some big entity somewhere out there. Do you have all that info?
What evaluations don't you know how to do?
Well, I do the SAPs, but I'm never really sure if I know that I've got everything down because the trainings are kind of arbitrary.
Yeah.
They're kind of
Do you have
wishy-washy.
do you have the NADAC book?
Yeah, got it.
You see the samples in NADAC in the book?
Mm-hmm.
Did you use those samples? Did you copy those samples?
I do, but I always feel like there's new information coming up that I don't know how to keep on top of.
Yeah, I don't have something. I do have an evaluation training. I sent out an email regarding that. I don't know if you guys got
Okay.
that. There's an evaluation. It's an online evaluation training. There's $97. It's on my website. Just go through thediversioncenter.com, click on online classes, and then you'll go through all the classes and you'll see how to do a court mandated evaluation training that I have. And then also, if you want to get with me on SAP stuff, like I do like a one-on-one coaching call for people that need help with that.
Okay.
We can do that if you're willing to, pay for it. But
sure,
we can get on that because I know that can be intimidating, especially when you go through a training, an online training or something like that, and you're like, well, how do I write this stuff? How do I process this? Especially if you've never done it before, because I remember when I went to a live training and I was with the guy for 5 days and I was still lost after the fact.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I was doing it totally wrong, as a matter of fact.
Oh no.
And I was like, dude, I went to this guy for 5 because I was so focused on passing the test.
Yeah.
Because it's like 100-question test, and I was like, I'm not even, thinking about how to write up this evaluation. I was so focused on passing that test, and when it came to the evaluation part, I was doing my evaluations like I was doing my court mandated evaluations, which is totally wrong.
Okay.
It was totally wrong. 2 different type of evaluations, 2 different formats. And eventually I figured it out. I had to go back and look at my NADAC book because actually I went through NADAC because I didn't feel like I was adequately trained by the person I went through. And but I got you covered. I can show you. Have you done one yet?
Yeah, I've done a few over the last couple of years, but I'm just waiting for an audit to come by and go, what the?
Oh, no. Oh, don't be scared of those.
Okay. The other thing, I think if you go through NADAC, you are able to do them for FC. What is that? FM. It's that one group. Yeah. Yeah, I only think NADAC trained people are able to.
No. If you're a SAP, you can do them for everyone.
Okay.
Wendy, get with me if you really want to get help now. I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap, but I can help you, and I can show you some other things that will help you get your SAP stuff going. because
And you'll
so,
show me how to make more money on those?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Anytime
Cool.
anytime you do a one-on-one session with me, I'm gonna give you everything I know.
okay. I'll sign up today.
Yeah, so, yeah,
Thanks, appreciate it.
yeah, because, where are you located, Wendy?
I'm in Boise, Idaho.
Oh, my goodness. You're in Idaho?
Yep, I wish I spoke Spanish, because then I'd have it all.
Oh, Wendy. Oh, I would love to. Now, did you check out your competition on the saplist.com in Idaho?
There's only a few of us.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah, boy.
I'd also. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'd also like to do them all over the country, but I'm a little if they'll do that now.
Say that one more time.
I'd like to do them all over the nation, but I don't know if we can still do that.
No, they changed it. You
Yeah,
have to do
so
them
it's
in,
spread up.
you have to do them in the state that you're credentialed in. But
Okay.
like I said earlier, there's a way around that. Get with me, talk. Do you
I'm
have
an
my
A-
email? You have my email?
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
email me.
I'm an ACADC too, so I could do it under that, right? All over the nation.
ACADC. I'm not familiar with that. What's that?
It's Advanced Drug and Alcohol Counselor.
No, no, you can't.
No. Okay. I'm also licensed in Oregon.
Okay, you can, if you're licensed in Oregon, you could do it in Idaho and Oregon.
Okay, cool.
Get with me, Wendy. I'll show you the game.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
I want you to double and triple what you're already doing now.
I want to quadruple it.
Quadruple?
Yes. I'm a single mom. I got to put a kid through college. I need some dough.
Oh, it sounds like I need to do another VIP day.
I think so.
Who is interested in doing a VIP day with me? Let me see your hands. Raise your hands if you are. I gotta see how many people are interested. 1, 2, so 2, 3. I see 3 people. Would you guys want to watch the replay or you want me to do one live?
6 people.
You want to watch the replay? We have the replay up. Or you want a live one?
I like you live, but I can watch the replay.
If you guys are willing to do a VIP day, I can do another one. If you guys really want it. Because I have, we did the VIP day last weekend and we did the VIP day a month ago. And I think you guys can either buy the replay and get access to it now, or you could just sign up for the next time I do one. If I do one, I'll probably do one after the weekend after next. So I won't do one next weekend because I have to be at the Invest Fest next weekend. But the weekend after that, I can do another one and we can break down all this marketing stuff and, you know, help you guys get things rolling if you guys really want to do it.
And how much is the class?
VIP day is $1,000.
Okay, got you.
Hey Derek, I got a question. So the VIP day and the business in the box level 1, is there, because you put out a lot of stuff today on, it was, I don't know, it was like 325 minutes, the one course I was watching today. Is there, because you have a lot of nuggets out there, is there even, you dig even deeper beyond that on the VIP day?
Yes. Yeah. So I go deeper. I got say that one more time.
I said, what do? Go turn the key to our office for us? I mean, you get pretty good in-depth stuff today.
Yeah, I mean, I've been at this for a long time, so I have a lot of information. I know a lot of stuff. So it just, you know, if you're in level 1, if you're okay with level 1, stick with it. Stay with level 1. You know, VIP day. So VIP day, for those that don't know, VIP day is basically where I show you how to make between $100,000 to $1 million a year providing court mandated services. It's everything that I do behind the scenes with my business. Straight to the point, all strategies, no fluff, just get right to it. This is what, do this, and this. This is what I'm doing right now. This is how I do it. This is how I market my programs. This is how I show you guys. We get on a Zoom call and I show you guys exactly what I'm doing. We talk about mindset, but we also talk about strategy, pure, just straight up marketing, sales. For the SAPs in the room, if you want to learn the SAP stuff, we can even dive deep into that, how to get more SAPs, how to advertise yourself. So, you know, if you're in the business in the box, you're good to go. If you want to dive deeper, show up for a VIP day, because the rabbit hole is deeper. There's a lot of information. You know, I created the Business in the Box program 5 years ago. So I've learned a lot since 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know it was like during COVID.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff was referenced. I've got one more question about the SAP. Are they back to face, like in the office, or can you still use telehealth or some kind of platform?
People are meeting face to face. People are doing telehealth, but you have to be in the state that you're providing the telehealth service in, unless you have a credential that's national, like the MAC or the CEIP.
Okay.
And I knew that was coming, so I rushed to get my CEIP. I rushed to get it because I knew it was coming. I was like, But it's, for some people, it doesn't even matter for some people, because a lot of people are complaining about it. I'm like, why are you complaining? You weren't even getting that many SAPs anyway. So people weren't even, you know, some people get one a month or one every 2 months. So why are you complaining? It's like, you're not even advertising yourself nationwide. So that's the thing I want you guys to learn is like, all right, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to get all these credentials and all that stuff. I'm like, well, it doesn't even matter if you're not advertising yourself. It doesn't matter if you're not marketing yourself. It doesn't matter if people can't find you. You're not even online. People can't even find you. So why are you complaining? You know, your business is going to stay the same. And the reason why their business stays the same, because they don't invest in their business. They don't spend the money. They don't take the courses. They're just like, whatever. So, you know, there's ways. And I will show you the way. I will blow your mind on VIP day if you guys come. Because, you know, $1,000 for a lot of people is nothing to sneeze at. So I have to, you know, give you the best of me, so you guys can feel like you got some value from it. But I guarantee you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked and amazed. I guarantee that. I even have some stuff for Veronica. I'm like, ooh. I have some Spanish stuff for Veronica that will blow her mind.
I'm gonna send that out there.
Yeah, because the thing is, life is about, unfortunately, for some cases, it's all about information. Once you get certain information, everything it blows open for you. We have the education, but some of us just don't have the information. And a lot of this information is hidden and is intentionally hidden. And then once you get access to the information, that's how my life changed. I got access to information. And me being unemployed when I started this program was a blessing in disguise, because I had the time to get the information. You know what stops a lot of people from making $200,000 a year? $100,000 a year. They get comfortable. We're addicted to comfort. So when I was unemployed and I wasn't making no money, I had all the time in the world to look up stuff. So while everyone was working their jobs and making their good salary jobs, I was broke and researching shit, trying to figure out how to get out of my situation. And then I got all this information, and it just stuck, and I just got used to looking up stuff, and that's all I do now. I just look up stuff. And I recommend y'all do the same thing. Literally, I looked up something today that blew my mind. So you guys can use Chat GPT. You have a question, just ask Chat GPT. Because you buy anything you don't know, just ask Chat. He'll tell you.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
For your anger management certification, so I'm just looking at the website, I can understand. So once I register, then I also do, I'm looking at the down. So once I register, then I also get I add to cart the anger management curriculum. Though that's how I do that, separately or together.
You can if you want to. I don't recommend that.
Is it
How much is the curriculum on there that you see on there?
okay? So the certified anger management specialist 197, and then the anger management add to cart. Where's the cart? I don't see the cart. I clicked it, but I don't see it. Maybe because I'm not logged in. I have to create an account.
No.
Help me navigate, sir.
Just what you can do.
Just email you?
What I recommend that you do, no, you just go and order the course, the training course, just order the course, and then go to privatelabelworkbook.com. I'll put it in the chat, and then order your curriculums through there.
Okay.
So go to privatelabelworkbook.com.
Privatelabelworkbook.com.
And then you can order all 5 curriculums for the price of what you probably would have paid on that website.
Yeah. And that's all on yours.
Yeah, so you go to,
Thank you.
yeah, save you a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. And when do you think you might be doing the next VIP day? I just need to know if either I'm going to be here in Georgia or if I'm going to be back in Cali.
If I do, it'll be the weekend after next. So let me see. Let me see my calendar. I'll give you guys a date right now. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna do the next one. It'll be the 31st.
That weekend. Okay, I'll still be here. Okay.
So it'll be on Zoom. If you guys are interested, we'll do it. I'm gonna do one, but I have to have interest before I decide to do it because I don't want to be in there with one person. Like if we got like 6 people, I'll do it. You know, but you knock it out. But I guarantee I'm gonna blow y'all mind. Y'all gonna be like, what? I'm like, well, I can do this, I can do that. It's gonna be one of them moments.
Are you going to give a breakdown, especially for private practice owners like myself, to hire? There's, with these different certifications, a lot of times they need certain type of testing. And I want to make sure when I hire somebody, they have everything that they need. And because I'm old school, so I look at experience, length of time, not 6 months, not a year or something like that. Like I have to look at it a little bit differently, I know, with this new workforce, but at the same time, do you give that breakdown for us to hire the right people? Because I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna hire the people to do it.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's my weakness.
Okay.
I'm be completely transparent. It's like a crapshoot for me.
Okay.
I'll say this, I know what my problem is. My problem is I give too many people a chance that I shouldn't give a chance because I feel sorry for them. I'll tell you this, don't hire off of emotion. Hire off of data, information, experience, credentials, and actual ability. That's my biggest advice to give with hiring people.
Mhm.
Because I've always hired with my heart when I shouldn't have. And
Yeah, I did that when I first started my private practice and it burned me really bad, $80,000 worth. And that has not happened since. Because I just went back to old school where I just look at the credentials, I look at length of time, depending on the position, and then I actually do call references because our network is small. And so I determine based off of that. But with this, again, this is a new market for me. I guess for me, I'm just looking for to make sure what are the things when I'm looking at an applicant just on basic alone, what do they all need to have in order to make sure they can run these groups, they can do these evaluations. So when I put my brand name out there, Dr. Wendy Talley, it carries weight already that I'm giving you the best. Because I like my people to be better than me. All of my clinicians, I always tell them they're better than me because they really are. Because I just don't want to hold it all by myself. And
well, if you're hiring clinicians, that shouldn't be a problem. So if you're hiring clinicians, what I recommend is you hire people that are to be honest with you, I hate to say this, 40 and up. I hate to say that, but that's my preference. I have a lady, she's been with me for 9 years. I ain't even thinking about going nowhere. She loves it. She loves the flexibility. She loves teaching her groups. She's older. She's an LPC. And that's what she wants to do. So I'm not looking for anybody young. No one in their 20s. I'm looking for people that they're grown, got grown responsibilities. They done with the clubbing phase, done with the partying phase, done with the being on the scene. I have another guy that works for me. Awesome. A lot of experience, older guy. He makes his money, pay him good, gets his money every 2 weeks via Zelle. So older, seasoned clinicians that have experience teaching groups, have experience doing evaluations, and they're just looking to, maybe some extra income on the side if they're already retired or if they already have a job that they're already doing. Because they have some goals that they're trying to meet. That's what I recommend. And that is somebody that ain't trying to mess it up. Because they have something to lose as well, because word travels fast and they have to protect their reputation. So yeah. And also people that have long work history. That's another thing I look for. If you've been at a place for 6 months or less, I'm like, nah. Even a year, I'm like, nah. I need to see you've been at a place for 2 or 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. One job. That's what I'm looking at now.
no, I actually hear you. What's interesting is that my staff, I'm the oldest, of course. But most of my staff range from 42 to, well, because Black don't crack. We all look like babies. I think the youngest person we have is 32. I'm the oldest being 51. What's great about that is that I hear you on that aspect, but because we get a lot of young people because we don't look our age, but they want that. What I tend to do is I'll give them more of a younger person because I'm gonna automatically come off as Auntie Wendy, Mama Wendy, the Southern accent's gonna come out and I'm gonna be all up in your kitchen cabinets. But so I have to give them someone who's younger, and that tends to work out. And my younger people, I do the same thing. How long have you been on the job? How much supervision? And then I also encourage them to get a mentor and a coach. So that's what I tend to do when I hire people. And I have one that has been with me. My business has been thriving for 8 years. She's been with me for 7, and she started out as an intern. She don't want to go nowhere because I take very good care of her. I think I've spoiled. She's baby, just spoiled. Something wrong with her. But
Yeah.
that's my fault. So that's what I do. The other question that I have is, I always like trainers like yourself who have really, you set a bar. Who are your coaches and who are your trainers? What do you, because I want to be able to look at the same stuff that you're looking at. So who are those people and what are those resources?
That is a very good question. I've never had this question before at all the years I've been doing this. Wow. All right. Cool. All right. My coaches. So one of the people that I had coach me is Myron Golden. That's one coach. Grant Cardone's been my coach before. I went through his programs before. I'm watching this now. This is different. This is not for everyone, but it's for me. There's a guy that I follow that I watch on YouTube, and I'm addicted to his videos. And because he resonates with me and he believes everything that I follow, his name is Narrow Knowledge. Narrow Knowledge. I'm big into like, how do I say, manifesting. So I'm really big on that. So, and he speaks on manifesting in a way I've never heard taught before and broken down totally different than what is normally taught. And it makes a lot of sense to me. It resonates with me. So I've been consuming all of his videos for the past 2 days. So I'm like addicted to his channel, and he's totally different. So
Neo knowledge, Neo knowledge.
Nero Knowledge, Nero, Nero
There
Knowledge.
he is. Got him.
I
Thank
watch. Yeah, I've been consuming his stuff like crazy. See you later, Tanya. Andy Elliott is another guy. So right now, also, and I'm having a brain fart. What's the guy's name? Give me a second.
Nandy Elliott is the one that speak and sell.
Yeah, Andy Elliott.
Okay.
And Andy
Okay.
Elliott is a guy that I follow. He's big into sales.
Got it.
And then I can't think of his name. I can see his face right now. I can't think of his name. He's dead and gone now. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Dang, what is his name? Oh God. Bob Proctor's one. And dang, what's the guy's? I'm trying to think of his name. But right now, my top 3 would be Nero Knowledge, Myron Golden, and I want to say one guy, but you guys probably ain't gonna like him. But Andy Elliott. But I have another guy I want to say, but I ain't gonna say it. In case he's controversial.
Say it. Say it.
Ooh, say it.
Yes.
Now,
We're all adults here.
A lot of women don't like him.
I'm probably gonna be the woman that actually does like them.
You sure?
Say it.
Andrew Tate.
Is he that controversial?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I agree with, and there's a lot of stuff I don't agree with, but you know.
Well, then he's like a Dr. Umar to me then. There's a lot of stuff I agree with, and there's a lot of stuff I don't agree with. But
Yeah.
I'm like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, you take their good stuff and you ignore the bad stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My doctor, but okay.
Hold on, let me see. So I can't think of this guy's name. It's gonna bother me. I really want to tell you guys this guy's name. I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, Andy Elliott, was it Nero? What did I tell you
General
guys?
knowledge.
Myron Golden. Yeah, those are some guys I listen to that I follow. So I've been personally coached by Myron Golden and then also Grant Cardone.
Thank you. Any type of books that you listen to or read?
Yes, man, these are good. I've never had this question before. I'm actually excited that you asked me that. I'm like, yo, I've never been asked this before. Okay, cool.
I had a previous mentor. Something I did an MLM years ago, but it wasn't for the project. It was just to get into rooms with people I never would have been able to get in rooms with. So I'm a social worker. And he taught me how to ask coaches, trainers, people that you really want to meet and you're finally in the room. These are the questions that you ask them. That's how they can remember you. And that's how you can get them to want to do things with you.
Yeah, because whoa, I've never been asked this stuff. So like this is really impressive. So yeah, How to Be Successful with or Without a College Degree by Derek Collins. That's number one. I'll say that one. But the books that have changed that I really like is The Alchemist. So The Alchemist, there's a whole bunch of books. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Listen to that audiobook on YouTube, by the way. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill on YouTube is phenomenal. Listen to it. It will change your life. That book right there on you, just listen to it. I'm like, yo, I've never heard anything like this before. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill has to be one of my favorite books. The Alchemist, that's another one. And then what's the other one? There's a whole bunch for different reasons. Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. I love that book. Be Obsessed or Be Average. 5-Star Attorney by Andrew Stickle. That actually changed my business. That blew up my business, by the way. 5-Star Attorney. Yeah, that literally changed some things in my business. Profit First. Read that book. And by the way, you guys can check out this website called Lit Video Books. Lit Video Books. You can read a book in an hour. So it gives you the video version of the book, and it goes over all the key points in the book. So you get right to it, because sometimes when you read books, it's a whole bunch of fluff. I like to get right to it. I need the information fast. So Lit Video Books. I went through Profit First on that Lit Video Books, and that book shows you how to basically pay yourself first in your business, so you're not in all this crazy debt. So Outwitting the Devil. Also Pimp by Iceberg Slim.
Pimp by Iceberg Slim.
Yes. It's a book about his life. So you listen to, I would recommend listening to that audiobook. You could probably listen to that on YouTube as well. So a lot of these books you can actually listen to on audio, on Audible or YouTube. Outwitting the Devil is crazy.
You are actually helping me with all my credits that I have with Audible right now that I need to use.
Yeah, Outwitting the Devil. Yeah, that book is Yeah. What's another one? Do I have any other ones? Yeah. Man, you got me thinking. Those are good questions.
Thank you.
I'll tell you something else, Wendy. I shared this with VIP Day number 1. I'll share this with you. I watched subliminal videos. I watch subliminal messaging videos. So one of my favorite videos I watch is called Super Wealth Manifester 1 on YouTube. It's about 30 minutes. When I first started my business, I watched it every day. And it gets in your unconscious mind. So you guys know this, your unconscious controls everything. So I want to reprogram my unconscious mind.
Four Wing Studios.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Thank you.
No problem. Miracle, you got a question?
Yes, I do. This information has been really great. I'm so glad that I hopped on here. I do have a question. I feel like I do not have my clinical. I have my associate's degree in college, but I am a certified trauma recovery specialist and mental health first aid instructor. So your anger management, I was wondering if that is in a your business in a box, like everything is already done. Because I already do like I created a trauma informed parenting, but I wanted to do the court mandated anger management as well. So I wanted to know, one, do you have to be clinically certified to be able to do that with the court mandated anger management class?
No.
Okay.
So your clients are going to come from probation.
Okay.
So you advertise your services. Like, for example, my father, he's not a counselor. He teaches anger management. He teaches domestic violence. He teaches parenting, shoplifting, and some substance abuse courses. And he's a retired teacher.
Okay.
He does it out here in Georgia. And then there's other people that do it as well, provide court. As a matter of fact, I have a girl, she has she has a high school diploma and she offers anger management courses, and she watched me. She learned how to do the stuff from watching me on my YouTube videos. So she watched YouTube videos and took I think she took my anger management course and been teaching a whole bunch of courses in Massachusetts somewhere. So no, you advertise your services. And matter of fact, when I started my program, I wasn't a counselor when I started.
Okay.
My first classes that I taught were shoplifting classes, and that's the only class that I taught. And then I started adding on classes on top of it. Once I got my credential, then I started adding on substance abuse classes, and then anger management and all this other stuff. So yeah.
Is your anger management course trauma informed? Does it help you understand the impact of trauma with anger? Because I'm like all things trauma, right? So I'm always looking at everything. I study psychology, and I'm always understanding how trauma affects the brain and behavior. So whenever I'm teaching something, I always want to help them understand like what is where this anger comes from, and not just how to manage it, but you know, in depth of where it comes from and how to look at it from a trauma-informed perspective?
Well, we go over the adverse childhood experiences, the ACE study, and we talk about that and how that affects people, but also we talked about the cognitive behavioral approach, and also we talk about reframing and perception a lot. And because you know, there's different things for different people, because everyone is not suffering from trauma. So I got to have something for everyone. So we talk about a whole bunch of different frameworks and how to teach from the CBT model in particular. But you know, some people that will be in your anger management class are not don't even have trauma issues. Sometimes they'll have to take a class because they yelled at somebody for whatever reason. So it's not hard to get into an anger management class. You don't have to be fighting or beating up someone necessarily, but it just all depends. How do I say, you tap into your toolbox and pull out your certain tools when you need to with particular clients. And remember, this is a group format, so you won't be getting into any like one-on-one stuff in the group class, but you would definitely want to cover that stuff because it does matter. Trauma-informed care is important, and it is relevant to what we do every single day. And I highly recommend that you continue to push that, but also recognize there's people in there that, you know, don't have any trauma. So.
Okay, and how would, I guess, is there any type of, outside of the certifications, to being a anger management certified facilitator, is there anything that the probation officer or the justice system look for as far as you being someone that they will recommend or approving your anger management class?
So what you want to do is don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. Y'all gonna hear me say that all the time. You don't look for approval from anyone.
Okay.
You provide the service, you issue a certificate, because they can go to any anger management provider that they want to. The clients can go. It's not about getting approval, because if you ask for approval, they're not going to give it to you. So basically, when I started teaching classes, I just started teaching them. I literally just started offering classes, and then I would issue out certificates to people. They would take them to their probation officer. And then it got to the point to where a probation officer called my office and said, "Hey, you know, I got your certificate. Can we add you to our list? Can we add you to our provider list?" So it's always great when they reach out to you. Don't be afraid to provide services, because there's no, how do I say, there's no approval. Where are you at? Where are you located?
So I'm in Michigan. So it's kind of the same thing with my trauma-informed parenting class. And I also do trauma recovery coaching certification course. So it's pretty much like the same thing, right?
Yeah, there's only certain programs that are regulated. So like, for example, a regulated program probably be in Michigan would probably be like maybe, I'm not sure, maybe like domestic violence. And another one would be DUIs and defensive driving. Other than that, everything is wide open. So any classes that you want to provide, you can provide them, depending on what it is. Like, as long as it's not like some, you know, ASAM level 2.1, ASAM level 1, something that you're not qualified to do, then don't do it. But as far as if it's parenting, anger management, shoplifting, you know, go ahead, you can do it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, got it. My last question is your course or the business in a box, is that white labeled? Can we edit that and brand it?
Yes, all of the books, everything that I have in the business in a box level 2, you can take my name off, put your name on it, replace it. That's what I created it for you to take it and remix it. You could take stuff out, put stuff in, slap a new cover on the workbooks, sell it as your own. You want to be an author by tomorrow? Not a problem. Take my name off, put your name on it. I also, going back to your previous question, I also wanted to add that probation officers are looking for people that are consistent and reliable and that are fast. That's what they're looking for, because they don't want to hunt you down to get their client certificate or to get even any information about the client. So they want people that they can get a hold of, answer their phone, respond to emails, things of that nature. If you can become that provider that is reliable, they will love you. Also, they want a provider that actually provides good service. So I don't look at my clients as an ATM machine. I actually try to help them and assist them, and I always do my best work. And I tell my clinicians to do their best work, because that's how their reputation can get destroyed. So protect your reputation at all costs. If you do that, you do good work, they'll flood people to you. I have people that send me clients, and I never even met these people, because they know if they come to the diversion center, they're going to get their stuff back fast. And we actually answer our phones. We actually have offices. I have a team. And even when I did not have a team when I started, I was fast. I was responsive. I responded to all emails. I responded to all calls. Even if I was busy, I called them back. I got back to them immediately.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
No problem. All right. It's getting late, y'all. Is that it? I was supposed to end this at 10. Y'all like, man, y'all just like me.
You over here on my time. It's only 7:41.
I'm like, hold on. Like, it's 10:41 over here. Are y'all good? Y'all have any more questions? If y'all have questions, I'll answer them. I'll stay as late as 11. 11 is my cutoff, but I want y'all to get the most out of it if you need to, because I ain't getting on the treadmill today.
When are you doing your next retreat and where are you going?
Oh, not a problem, Jessica. Thank you. What do you mean by retreat?
It looked like a retreat to me because you was on somebody's island someplace to me. I mean, because I
Oh,
may not attend everything you'll see me at the bar. Okay.
well,
Girl.
well, I didn't do a retreat. I didn't take anybody, like students.
What was you doing in the video?
Oh, we was walking around in Brazil. I was just showing people how you can make money in all these different countries. You can provide the court mandated services and out the country. All you need is a laptop. So I was just trying to show that it can be done, because a lot of people.
Is that provided on a video, or do we have to go back? I mean, because I'm available. I want to go back with a whole group.
Were you trying to go on a group retreat?
Where are you doing this again?
I'm confused by what you're asking.
Where are you going on the next one? What other country? Is there a package going right now?
Oh, I've never done a group retreat where I took people.
Okay.
Like
You was
students.
just showing people how to do this in another country.
Yeah, my thing is I'm trying to show people, I want to show people that you do not have to be a broke therapist. You can actually be rich and actually enjoy life. You don't have to have this identity. So one of the things I'm big on is having an identity. You are who you say you are. So I have this shirt that I have, it says rich therapist. So that's my identity. I don't identify as, a lot of therapists have this badge of poverty that they just carry on their chest. I'm like, I'm not wearing that. So I don't have a retreat, but that's a good idea. Somebody asked me about that before. You're actually, so I've never considered it, but if people want to do it, hey, I might do it. If I have enough people that are interested in it, maybe go to Dominican Republic, because one of the things I'm doing a staff trip to Dominican Republic. I'm taking my staff to DR at the top of the year. So we're definitely doing that. But hey, if you guys want to do it, we can do it. I have no problem going outside the country and saying, hey, I'll maybe shoot out an email, see if we get any interest, if that's the thing, if that's something that you guys want to do, and willing to pay for, why not? I
So
know
if
it's,
I wanted to do this, because like I said, I have contracts with Sony over in India and London.
Mhm.
And so if I want to do this anger management, does it do I have to get something separate for that particular area? Of course, being culturally competent, got that part. But the certification for that, could I do that with your certification, or do they have or do other countries have like their own criteria, their own setup?
oh, so are you asking me about doing court mandated services in another country? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay.
I'm not, no, I'm not, no, what I was showcasing that you can do court mandated services from another country and provide the services to Americans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can provide, I could be in Brazil right now
Right.
doing an anger management class for people that are in Georgia. It
Mhm.
don't matter. And that's how, matter of fact, that's how you can life hack. And what I mean by life hacking is that you live in another country for dirt cheap and then make American money.
Speaking of Georgia, okay, with the certification, is this only just for Georgia or
It's nationwide.
okay? That's all I need to know. Thanks.
So all my certifications are nationwide. Also, okay, hold on, let me see. No, you can provide these services anywhere. I don't think the only place that I know that there's some court mandated classes in the UK, also in Canada. But as far as like any other countries besides those two, that I'm not aware of.
Thank you.
No problem. And you talking about retreats and stuff. I was getting excited for a second. I'm like, hold on, corporation want to do a retreat in Dominican Republic? Let's go. I was ready for a second. You had me excited. You gave me the bubble guts for a second, then now my stomach calmed down. I was getting excited. Oh, hold on. What's this say? Trauma. You provided trauma-informed parenting classes to clients in Ghana. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't, and they had needed to take it. I don't know if it was from their state or whatever reason they had to take it, but they needed the certification, and that was all they needed, and they were able to become compliant just with the certification. And I didn't do anything as far as my business with Ghana.
Hey, check this out, Miracle. I have an idea for you. You should create a trauma-informed certification.
So I do. I have a trauma-informed leadership certification that I do trauma-informed leadership for schools and nonprofit organizations and churches.
That's be dope. How much is it?
So I'm probably selling myself a whole lot short. I only charge $75 per person.
Okay.
When I was sitting on here, listen, I was already saying I'm changing all of my prices.
You charge $75?
Yeah, for the trauma informed leadership training, I started 75. Now for my trauma recovery coaching certification, that is a 12-week course, and I charge for that one. I charge $12.97. Yeah. The first hour on here, I was like, oh, this thing was just for me. I'm about to increase all of my prices.
Wendy, tell her how much.
I'm gonna come work for y'all while we increase all of my prices, because this is crazy.
Wendy, tell her how much them corporations be paying. If you get a corporate
contract me, Wendy.
And I'm talking West Coast prices.
Because I know sometimes the South, they charge a lot less because of the market and all of that. But West Coast carry for a contract with an organization to help them become trauma informed just for their employees only. Minimum of 50 people in the room, that's $50,000
Yeah,
for a
no.
half day.
Yeah, I think the most I did is when I contracted a school, I had 30 people and it was $6,000. And that was a half a day. That was a half a day. But that's why I said I want to connect because this is because I didn't know. So kind of Derek, like you said, I started and I don't know nothing. I didn't have anybody teach me or lead me. So I'm just out here and I kind of started to be a better advocate for my mom. And I just kind of, for the last 5 years, just been doing it on my own and not really having no guidance. So I'm actually trailblazing in my city because nobody else is doing it.
Miracle, Miracle, you have connections with the schools out there in Michigan?
Yes.
Oh my God.
But they're pimping me because they should have told me, right?
No, they're not going to tell you.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
not going to
listen,
tell you.
they're not going to tell you. Please get with Derek so he can fatten your pockets because no, after tonight and working with him,
yeah,
ever again. They're paying top dollar, but they're going to pick the lowest priced person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
You listen, y'all said enough on here that I was like, oh, I done lost it.
No, don't shut up. Don't shut up.
Keep talking, please.
No, because y'all see, the thing is, all right, y'all, I'm gonna say this, and I hope you guys are serious because I don't want to talk to people that are not serious. If y'all are really serious, y'all can come together and do joint ventures.
Yeah. And that's what I'm all about. I hate being a Lone Ranger. So I'm definitely open for joint ventures.
And I just want to say this. If you're going to do a JV, it has to be with people that are serious, that are about business. Because people say, oh, I'm down to do something joint venture, and they really not serious. They really not about business. And you don't want to partner with someone that's not really about that life. And then you have a nasty experience. So make sure that you vet them first and you know that they're actually doing the business. And I don't know how everyone does business on here, but you have to vet them. But if you guys are, let's say you got 2 people that want to do a joint venture, you guys can kill it together.
Yeah.
I'm a part of this mastermind group. Lamar Tyler and this, what's her name? The AI queen. I can't think of her name right now. Lisa Little. I think her name is something Lisa Little or Alita Little. I forgot her name. They did a joint venture. They made a ton of money together. I know they at least cleared $500,000. So I'm just saying, get with people. Like I'm telling you guys, I'm begging you guys, if you guys are really about that life, get with me because I have products. See, there's a difference because I literally have products. I have physical products that I can sell. Like, for example, I have a social emotional learning curriculum. So I didn't tell you guys, I have another business called Gifted and Lit. Go to giftedandlit.com. I have another business that was all funded by court mandated money. I have physical products that I can sell to all the schools. I have programs for schools and physical products. I sell digital downloads. I sell animation. I sell licenses. I got it all. And and also I have the parenting curriculum. And I have the parenting workbooks. I have the physical workbooks. And I have the digital download of the parenting workbook. You could change that into a trauma-informed parenting workbook if you wanted to. We have to leverage each other. If we come on these groups, you may have something that I don't have. You have something that she doesn't have. please work together, come together and make this happen. If you guys are watching this on the replay, come together, work together, because that's how you're going to get to the next level. You can get further with each other as opposed to doing it on your own. I would love to partner with people that are serious, but like I said, only with people that are serious and vetted, because I'm not putting my reputation on the line for anyone. But if you're serious, I'm willing to help you. I got more than enough stuff. I got so much stuff, it's not even funny. So, Miracle, what you can do is you do these trainings at these schools, and then you turn around and you offer them a product on top of it. Then that $20,000 or $30,000 training turns into $100,000 day.
Absolutely. The only products I have is I have a emotional awareness workbook and journal. And then I also have, I did a collaboration with a coach for my life. And I talked about healing the child within, and then a sexual abuse collaboration as well. But the emotional awareness is the one that I do sell at schools, but I haven't, not on a larger scale. It's just, it haven't been on a larger scale.
Also, yeah. And then, has anybody ever asked you to have them in a different language?
No, not yet.
If you have the products in a different language, in Spanish, that could run too. But make sure that you only provide what they're asking for. Don't start making stuff and spend all this money until you know for sure that they want it. And I have them cut me the check first, and then I go make it.
Okay.
I'm just being real. Because people
No,
are
seriously.
talk that talk. I'm like, I ain't moving until the check clears. Then I get to moving.
Yeah, this is why I'm here with with the anger management, because I've been being asked about, do I do anger management? And I don't like, doing the curriculum and stuff. I will do it, but it takes me so long because I'm an overthinker. So it's like when I saw your ad on Facebook, I was like, hey, I don't got to do this. I can just go in and put my spin on it, and then boom.
Man, you can go do an anger management training for the schools and teachers. Like I said, I'm working right now. I'm literally working on a social emotional learning certification for teachers, so they can teach social emotional learning groups in their schools.
That would be good.
And hey, if you got the connections, if you got the plug, hey, I'll bring you in on it. We make some money together. I don't know.
That's cool, sure will. I know in Michigan, well, in Detroit is, I live in New Haven, Michigan, but a lot of my work is done in Detroit, Michigan, which is about an hour away. But I am friends with a couple of the people on the board, which is how I got into like 2 of the schools where I do the trainings at. And then I went into like the trauma schools that focused on trauma that needed these trainings. So yeah, this information tonight has helped me a whole lot.
Awesome. I'm happy because Wendy almost passed out when you said them prices. I'm like, oh God, Lord, Jesus. Because them schools got a ton of money.
Ton of money and just giving me the crumbs, because that's all I was asking for. But after today, it won't be.
Because what they'll do, they'll say, you could say like 30,000, and they could be like, well, can you give us a discount? Then you can maybe lower it a little bit, but say your price. Say 30,000. I'll say 30,000 quick. Not even blink. Especially if I have to leave. Oh yeah. 30,000. I know they have it. Especially for a training for a whole bunch of people. And that's low, by the way. When I said 30,000, that's not even expensive.
Well, it definitely would have beat that 6,000.
You can actually look up their quarterly report and pull up their budget, because it's public, and it'll tell you the line item of how much they have budgeted for that.
Okay, great. Thank you for that.
They have to make those things public.
Someone's over there thinking in the corner. Judicial Compliance Connection is over there really thinking. She's over here plotting. I don't know what she's thinking about. She's over here trying to figure something out. She's trying to figure out an angle. She's like, how can I get some?
I'm just listening. I'm learning a lot. I'm listening. I spoke to you the other week. I'm the probation manager for Fulton County. I talked to you the other day.
Man, yeah, keep in touch with me. I got some stuff working. I got some crazy stuff working. I got some sickening stuff working. Because just give me till about I'm waiting for September 26th. Give me till September 26th. That's all I gotta say. I'm working on some crazy stuff. I'll blow your mind if I get it. You're gonna be like, what?
Okay.
September 26th is the date.
Okay.
Well, I am actually going to end on my end. Derek is just to actually finally really speak to you in video person. This has been absolutely amazing. And I have to say, you have been different than most of the top coaches and mentors that are out there because they give a lot of fluff. They're very vague in their responses. You're straight up, no chaser, and you're just literally dropping some nuggets. And like Tracy said, you're going deeper than this. Wow. Just looking forward to something like that. Continue to be that, and thank you for not being a gatekeeper because there's plenty enough for all of us to eat over and over and over again. And I agree with you on collaboration and making sure, because I don't have a problem saying, no, I will not work with somebody. But at the same time, I would love to work with some amazing people and do some joint ventures and just pretty much just take over the entire world. And that's what I believe. So I definitely have your email. I will be reaching out to you. And it was nice meeting everyone. And those of you that I've set some dates and times with, talk to y'all next week. I won't look like this. My hair will be braided by then. All right. Okay.
I mean, it changed every 30 minutes. It was like one way, then it was another way. And I was like, hold on, she's going through a metamorphosis. She's about to turn into a butterfly pretty soon.
Girl magic. Good night, everyone. It was nice meeting everybody.
Later. All right. So it's 11:02. I think I'm out of here too. So, hey, it's been fun. Hope I was of help for you all. And I'll see you guys soon. All right.